Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the On the Go Show with Jacob and James. Get up and boogie to the beat of the On the Go Show. Don't be lazy, come on and get up, get down. Let the fun take over your body. Dance to the rhythm of that funky beat.
Forgotten names, tasted vibrant, sharp and clear, washed away the doubt and fear.
You are listening to James 106.3 The Fizz, which is, would you like to know what this is?
Yeah, what is this?
All right, it is a AI generated radio station
Oh, okay.
made for the sole purpose of advertising a soda brand from the 90s that they're trying to make a comeback with. The soda is called, I believe it's called Slice. Yes, it's Slice. It was once part of PepsiCo's flavored soft drink line, and apparently it thrived back in the 1980s and 1990s. And as of this last Sunday, the owners of Slice decided they're going to generate a radio station in Los Angeles, or it's an internet radio station, but they're based out of Los Angeles. They're going to generate this radio station, and it's advertising the soda. Like, all the songs are about the soda. They've generated 3 hours worth of content, from song lyrics to fictional artists to the DJs are completely AI, and all the backstories and all the scripts. Everything is completely generated. Normally, I don't agree with AI, but this caught my interest because this is going above and beyond for advertising alone.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I like that.
I thought it was interesting because it's like, yeah, we could spend a lot of time and money hiring a bunch of artists and doing all this stuff, or we could generate AI. And considering they're a company kind of like coming back from the brink, I don't think that's a horrible idea. You know? Now, if this was like Coca-Cola and Coca-Cola launched like an AI Coca-Cola station, I'd be like, boo on you, Coca-Cola. You could pay people.
Yeah, I don't think they ever would do something like that. Coca-Cola.
I don't know if they would.
Coca-Cola or Pepsi and stuff like that. I don't think they would do that.
Yeah, I don't know if they would either, but I read this yesterday because at my job we get like a daily like inside radio newsletter thing.
Yep.
And I started perusing through it, and I came across this story, and I was like, oh, that's actually very interesting to just create a whole station, and then like it's just advertising the soda. So I thought it was...
It's a lot of dedication. It's a lot of dedication.
It is a lot of dedication. I mean, you still have to like plug in the stuff, so I guess there's a fair amount of work that still goes into it.
Oh yeah, I mean, it always will be. Because you don't just push a button and then boom, he does everything for you. You still gotta, Right. I like the different things that AI is starting to do now. I like that they're doing the animation. So it's still kind of chalky with the animation, but I like it. I like the different things they're doing.
Have you seen those? Have you seen those Google VO videos where it's like, we're not just prompts, we're more than prompts?
Yeah, I've been seeing those too. Which I do believe those are a way of the future too.
Those are creepy.
I've been using Chat GPT, so I've been kind of doing some stuff on that. That's been kind of cool. Kind of just do some stuff with that. The only thing I don't like is the voice thing, but other than that, everything else has been pretty cool.
Yeah, I was considering like AIing my voice. That's the only thing I don't want to touch. That's the only thing I refuse on touching that because I don't want my voice to be used like that in any way because I can get in trouble. You get in trouble with that. Yeah, that's true.
I refuse to use that. But everything else, I've been kind of enjoying. It's been kind of cool to see. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a tool. It's meant to be a tool. And then the big problem is like all these companies and stuff are trying to use it as cure-alls, right? Duolingo got in some hot water recently where a portion of their team, they're replacing with AI. Yeah. I forget. I think, hold on, let me look it up. Duolingo. And it came after like a couple weeks of them saying they weren't going to do that with AI. So yeah, Duolingo recently took like an AI first like corporate policy And then I think they're using AI to like come up with the lessons and all this stuff. Because like, Duolingo is like a language learning app.
Yeah, it's language learning.
Yeah. So yeah, I think they're shifting over to more AI stuff. We are going to be AI first, says their CEO. AI first means people come last.
Damn. Well, at least they was honest about it.
Yeah. Well, I think that's someone's response was like AI first means people come last.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're going to gradually stop using contractors to do work that AI can handle, and warned even new employees would now only be approved if that work couldn't be automated. How much people use AI would become a factor in hiring decisions and in performance reviews. See, that's where it gets like crappy. That's where it just gets like, all right, now you're just relying on it too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a happy medium between it.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, if you just being outright an idiot and don't want to work or don't want to do something that's like, well, okay, then I know this computer that I can use that I can easily take your spot.
Right.
So, it just depends. It just depends. I don't know the full story behind it, but
it's a tricky situation, and some people are trying to fight AI. Some people are trying to have regulations on AI. There's a certain bill that's being debated about right now, because inside of the bill, among many things that are in that bill, is a 10-year moratorium on AI regulations. So, yeah, that's on the table. Is either we'll be it'll get regulated, or it won't get regulated, because they are trying to push regulation. Remember a year ago when we were talking about AI, I made the comment that like eventually they're going to start putting like the disclaimers on commercials and stuff, right? You remember I said that?
Oh yeah, I've seen commercials that recently that had already used AI.
Right,
I didn't like.
Yeah, but that's being pushed now, is to put the disclaimers on the commercials. It's like, if you're going to use AI, you have to disclaim that you were using AI. And apparently there's some broadcasting groups that are actually against it, because something about it's going to hurt advertising dollars or something or whatever. But they are actually against the regulation, which is surprising to me, because like broadcasting and whatnot, it's a very like it's in the realm of like AI could easily take over, right? I opened the show talking about an AI generated radio station. So I don't know why broadcasters would be so against regulations, but apparently they are. So tricky times, sir.
It's a difficult situation. I mean, I've learned to kind of grow and like it a lot more. Like, when you don't have money to do stuff, we kind of have to use AI.
Of course, you make do with what you can.
You make do what you can.
You know what I could do, James? Everyone's doing the AI Baby podcast. I don't know if you noticed those.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, apparently that's a big thing in the podcasting world. Is like people are like making themselves look like babies in the podcast.
Oh no, I've seen that.
I can make us some AI generated baby podcast clips.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
I can make us look like some kind of whatever's.
Nah, that's okay.
No, you don't want a little video to go with the audio?
Nah, that's okay. We're fine.
All right,
we're fine.
I'm just saying it's an option. I can do it.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh man.
But I had at work, it was, I think yesterday, somebody had it. They'll listen to our podcast. They were like, "Oh man, is James okay?" Because I guess they must listen to the last podcast that we did.
Oh yeah.
And I got a message, and I was just like, I guess apparently he thought I was going off on deep end. I was like, "No, I'm not going off on deep end. I was just ranting. Like, I don't know what type of clips. I don't know how you did the clips and how you packaged it up. But I was like, look, I'm not going off on deep end. I'm not about to kill myself. I was just merely ranting, about my life. That's all.
Yeah. No, I didn't really clip up the last episode. What we recorded was pretty much all of what got on there.
Okay, cool.
Save a few edit spots, but for the most part, it's what we recorded is usually what gets in.
And that's what I figured. That's like, I'm good. I'm just ranting. I was just fully ranting. When you do a podcast and you start to talk about your life, and sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah, of course.
I can't just keep I can't just fake it for the funk. I'm just merely giving you the truth.
Yeah.
I'm just going through life. I'm not just like everybody else. I'm just going through like everybody else. It's not anything crazy.
No.
Yeah.
So what you got going on? Let's make content out of it, James. What's happening? What's going on?
No, it's my personal life. But I'm just saying, I was like, it's nothing crazy. Like I'm about to kill myself.
No, yeah, of
He
course.
made it seem like I'm about to kill myself.
No.
I'm like, no, I'm just going through life. That's all.
Concerned citizen,
I mean, I appreciate his concern. I do. I appreciate his concern.
right?
But yeah, I'm good.
That's good.
This is, yeah, I mean, I'm as good as I can be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm as good as I can be.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, I mean, I'm just giving my honest assessment about the podcast and about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That
all.
makes sense.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure we all go through life and give an honest assessment. Hell, speaking of honest assessment, a couple days ago, I had to, well, I know a couple days ago, this dude I've been hanging out with, he's a good friend. I don't want to say he's not, it's just some dude. But he broke up with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend broke up with him. And, he's been asking me to come out with him, go to the bar and stuff like that, which don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed because they were free, free drinks and free food.
Hell
so
yeah.
I'll take it any day of the week. Drinks are expensive,
Yeah.
so I'll take those any day of the week. But one thing that us as men that we tend to do a lot, we tend to say the same thing over and over again. So he'll keep saying, oh man, she broke up with me because of this, because of that,
Mm-hmm.
And I finally went on and just broke, because I kind of went behind his back and kind of asked her, why did you break up with him?
Yeah.
Because I know her too. So it ain't like I just went behind his back and just talked to a random, talked to his ex out of the blue.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I was like, why did you break up with him? And she says, I broke up with him because he wasn't being consistent anymore.
Hmm.
And, women love consistency. Women, if any guy listening, women love consistency. They love a man. If you were doing the same thing before we got together, I expect you to do the same thing when we get together.
Right.
If you're working, working out, keep it on track on what you've been doing, keep doing that. Don't stop because we're together. And when they moved in together, he stopped doing all those different things.
Mm.
So, he became lazy. It didn't happen all at once. It happened, it happened one pillar at a time. It was like, oh, okay, this is starting to happen. Oh, how long this is going to happen? The next thing started happening. So you're not going to work today. Oh, you're not going to work for a week.
Oh. No, okay, that's
Okay.
you gotta
All right.
go to work. You can't just be lazy.
Yeah. I mean, he's on like paid time leave or whatever, but still, it's like, what's all the dedication and stuff that we're doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was gradually like he was not doing what he needed to do. So she just finally told him, it's like, yeah, I think you should get out. We need to break up.
Dang.
So take his clothes and everything. So she kicked him out the house. So I'm like, I've been enjoying kicking it with him. Don't get me wrong.
Just,
But at the same time, I was honest with him. I was like, yeah, man, she broke up with you because you wasn't being consistent.
yeah, you kind of messed up.
Yeah, this is on you.
Yeah.
And what you're not going to do is keep dragging me into it because I'm tired of hanging out with him. Man,
That's funny.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If he does listen to this podcast, I'm sorry. You're going to find out. But brother, I'm tired. Like, I'm not the type of person when I get off of work, I don't like to hang out. I like to just go home
yeah.
because it's during the week. So I don't really like to go out too much like that. But I done it for him. And I done it for like a few days. But I'm getting tired now. I'm getting tired. I done had enough drinks. I had enough wings. Yeah, I'm tired, boss. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired. I'm ready to just retire. I'm ready to chill, man. I'm ready to chill at my own house. I'd had enough wings and liquor to last a lifetime.
Dang.
I'm good. And he just keep repeat the same thing over and over again. It's just, oh man, that's all right. I got to go give me another. I go give me another. I said, please go get your another one.
You gotta
Please go get your another one. I'm looking right there.
You gotta work through whatever you got going on now first.
Exactly. I was like, please go get your another one. I will wait right here at this bar and let you talk to the next girl that you see that come in that door. And his ass did not get up not once. I said, here you go. There you go. That's what I thought.
Dang.
That's what I thought. So yeah, I mean,
That's some stuff.
yeah. So that's been consistency of my damn week.
Oh man. Speaking of consistency, I got a harsh lesson from nature about consistency last week that I forgot to mention when we recorded. But so every day I go to work, I wear a jacket. No matter the weather, I put on a jacket. I put on the jacket.
same bomber jacket that you always wear?
Yeah, that one. So I wear that jacket because it's got a nice little inside pocket, and that's where I keep my little pass to get inside the building, right? Because we
That makes
scan
sense.
in, and it's and a spot I know where it's at all the time. It's always in that pocket. Always wear that jacket. Well, last week, you know, all of our clothes and stuff are still in bags and whatnot from the bed bugs, right?
Mhm.
So I ran out of pants. I ran out of clean pants, didn't do the clothes. And I'm like, oh, I'll just wear shorts tomorrow. It's fine, and I won't wear my jacket. I'll just wear a t-shirt and shorts.
I
And
ain't never seen you wear shorts to work.
right. Well, it's because where we used to work, we couldn't wear shorts.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I guess they're pretty lax.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I had my badge on my wallet so I wouldn't forget it. So I was like, I'm not going to forget this thing. Cool. Didn't forget it. However, last week we got a lot of rain, James, and we got a lot of rain overnight. So I go to leave my apartment and it's kind of raining, and it's not drizzling, but it's not pouring, right? It's just like, it's enough to be annoying, but like I can walk to my car and to the building just fine in it, right? So get in the car, drive to work. I hit the parking lot of my job, park, and as soon as I park, the sky fell out. I like pouring rain, sideways rain, lightning that lit up the sky, winds are blowing and howling, and I'm sitting there like, I gotta get to the building. There's no parking garage, right? Like,
I'm about to say, yeah, you guys don't have no parking garage.
there's no
Like,
parking garage. It's open air, big parking lot, and I'm like, I gotta run to this building. I don't have my jacket, so I'm gonna get soaked, and I'm wearing shorts.
Nice.
So I grab my backpack and I prepare myself, open the car door, jump out of it, slam the door closed. Immediately my shoe is flooded because the parking lot already has standing water. And it's kind of on a slope, right? Because like everything's sloping down to like where the little drainage thing is.
So it's easy to flood.
Yeah. Well, there's a drainage. But anyway, a shoe gets flooded. I make a beeline to the studio. I get inside, get all prepared, get my computer set up, get ready to do the show. Check my back pocket, James. Wallet's not in there. I put my wallet in my back pocket before I left home. So I was like, one of two things has happened here. Either it's in the car, like it fell out in the car when I got out, or it's somewhere outside getting poured on, and I'm not about to go outside to find it. It is pouring. I'm not doing that. So the whole morning, I'm just like, okay, if it's in the car, it's fine. If it's not in the car and it gets washed away, I got to replace all my debit cards, my credit card, my ID. I got like, there's no cash in there. I don't carry cash. But it's just like all the cards and stuff I'd have to get replaced. So I'm like, man, that's going to be really annoying. And I texted Khadijah what happened, and Khadijah hadn't left for work yet. And so
that's good.
Yeah, and we live 10 minutes away. So she's like, do you want me to come over there and like look at the parking lot? Because like by the time 6 a.m. rolled around, the rain had like kind of calmed down a little bit. And it, you know, of course the sun's coming up. So I was like, yeah, if you can, please. So she's on her way. And sometime between her coming to the station and getting to the station, the security in the building actually came into the studio and was like, hey, is this yours? And it was my wallet. Someone had picked it up off the ground. One of the salespeople that comes through when they're coming into work had found it, picked it up off the ground, and turned it in.
Well, you lucky.
I am so lucky. You don't even know.
You are so lucky.
So I texted Khadijah. I was like, hey, don't worry about it. If you're already left, don't worry about it. I found it. She had already gone to the parking lot and she drove around it, and she was like, oh, good, because I didn't see it and I thought Pennywise had gotten it. And I was like, nope.
Yeah.
I was
Stuff
like,
went down the drain, man.
yeah. So I was like, no, I have it. It's good. It's drying out. I like covered it in paper towels and let the cards air out and everything. But the lesson I learned is, James, is to freaking wear my jacket to work, because apparently when I don't wear the jacket, I piss off the radio gods. Because this isn't the first time some shenanigans has happened to me when I went to work without my jacket.
I remember.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the lesson I learned is.
So is that the reason why you wear that damn jacket all the time? Huh? That's the reason why.
That's it. I'm a creature of habit, man. And you know, in Houston, there was that one time where like some storm came through and the power went out of the station and I had to climb 7 flights of stairs, and I didn't wear my jacket that day either.
I remember that too.
So yeah, that's why I wear that jacket. I don't care what weather it is. Like I'm wearing the jacket to work. I don't care what anybody says. Like it's my radio jacket. I gotta wear it, otherwise
Or you can just carry
shenanigans.
it. Or you can just carry it.
I can't just carry it. I can just take it off when I get to the studio, and sometimes
Yeah.
I do. So it's not like I wear it the whole time. But it's like, I don't know.
Oh, but
It's a comfort thing.
I remember somebody asked you at work last time. It was like, well, why you got this jacket on? It's like 100 degrees outside.
When I was in high school, right? So like you start school in the fall, like just out of summertime going in the fall, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would never wear a jacket at the beginning of the school year. But like as soon as winter hit, jacket time. And I wore a jacket all the way up until the end of the school year because that, like, again, you're going right into summertime. It's still kind of cool. So like once I put on the jacket, I don't take the jacket off. That's the lesson. Don't take your jacket off. Don't jacket off. It's the lesson.
Yeah, you got to take it off if you're in gym class.
That's true. That's true.
I would hope so.
Right. But,
Unless you just don't want it to be hot.
well,
You gonna walk around sweating. You gonna walk around with some gym shorts and a jacket on?
yeah. Well, you see, I was in band, so I didn't have to do gym.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just
Yeah. Because for some reason, band counted as athletics, even though we only marched half the year. But whatever. I made it through. That's all that matters.
Hey y'all, it's me, the guy, and I'm here to tell you about Jake and James podcast on the go. It's great, phenomenal. You're gonna love it. I do, and I know you will too.
So y'all got the bed bug situation under control now?
Oh, yeah. The bed bugs are gone. They're out of here. We got our bill from pest control, so we just got to pay that, and we'll be
How much
squared
is
away
it?
with the apartment. It's like $450-ish. So, yeah, because it was like $3.99 and then the taxes and whatnot. But yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying, but
So you got to pay for your apartment and the other apartments.
only our apartment for now. If somebody else reports it, then I guess we do get charged. But again, I don't know the statute of limitations on that. Like, are you, like, if it's a month later, are you still going to charge me?
Complex gets it. Well, the whole complex. The whole complex.
Right. Like, where does the line end? How bad of an infestation does it need to be?
What if the other apartment is next to you get bed bugs?
I hope they don't. And if they did, they didn't get it from us. You know what I mean? No, they they would know. Huh?
There's no statute of limitations on that. It's like, it doesn't make no sense.
There's got to be like a time limit. There's got to be like, hey, if we haven't heard from anybody in like a month, then you're gold. You're good. I'd say a month.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense because I'm pretty sure when they told y'all this, y'all was just kind of shell shocked when they told y'all the information.
I was really annoyed by it, yeah. Because they email it to you, right? They're like, hey, just, making sure you're all good. Have you had any more activity? And then also, just to let you know, if somebody else reports bed bugs, then we have to charge you too. And I was like, what the? Like, what?
That's crazy.
You're going to casually email that to us?
So do you guys live in a nice neighborhood?
Oh, yeah, we live in a nice neighborhood. Yeah, it's a nice apartment, nice neighborhood. It's just a nice area. They're always doing work at this apartment. They're always like cleaning the grout or like replacing a thing. They're always adding things or fixing things, which really just tells me that our rent's going to go up. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, without a doubt.
It's like, yeah, it's great you guys are taking care of the property, but also I know this is going to come back to me when we re-up.
So let me ask you, this does it look better than the area that you were at first? Well, your area, when you live here in Houston, looks pretty much the same, other than you just had potholes.
Yeah.
Had that big, you had that big dip.
Yeah, I do remember that. No, our area over here is much better. It's much nicer. It's much better. There's a walking trail behind our apartment that you can walk to from the apartment, and it goes like miles. Like you can walk down the canyon on this walking trail, and it's really nice. I've seen deer. I've gone for like walks sometimes in the mornings, and I've seen deer. It's very outskirts of the city. You know what I mean? Like we're not quite in the suburbs, but we're close enough to it to where, it's not like Houston where you see tall buildings everywhere. It's very nice.
How's parking?
The parking is good too. Very good parking. It doesn't get filled up. Like our last apartment was like, if you're not home by 5 o'clock, you're parking across the damn.
Yes.
The damn building.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, the park next to the damn trash cans.
Yeah. So over here, there's usually always a spot like out front in front of our building to park into. So it's not that bad at all.
Yeah, because like, I just want to know. Cause I was like, if I do decide I want to move one day,
Yeah.
San Antonio definitely be the area to move. I've been to San Antonio before. So.
Yeah. I mean, we've really liked San Antonio so far, and like honestly, we haven't done that much exploration. I think just recently we went to like this Mexican restaurant off of 281, and we're like, oh, this place is really like they make the tortillas in the building. Like we walk in, and there's a big kitchen area, and you can see them making the tortillas fresh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was a really nice restaurant. So we're like, oh, this might be our new spot or whatever. And then just recently we went to the Riverwalk for the first time since we moved here.
Yeah, I remember talking about that.
Yeah, because you weren't
too impressed.
Yeah, it's different when you're a citizen. It's different when it's the tourist spot and not you're the tourist,
Yeah, that's true. Was it like packed or?
I mean, yeah, it's always kind of busy on the weekends, but that wasn't a big deal. It was just like, all right, it's a Riverwalk. We've been here before.
How's the grocery stores?
We got HEB. Got HEB, got Walmart, Target. We don't go to Target anymore. But
of course, HEB's the main place.
Yeah, HEB Plus. And the HEB over here is like super big, and it's got like a cosmetic store and some other kind of stores inside of it.
Oh, they would have that crap there. Because, HEB is the main thing of San Antonio.
Yeah, it's huge. So,
wow, so okay, that's cool.
Yeah, we just order the groceries, though. We just like pre-order and go pick it up.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
We're not trying to walk through the whole store like that. And anything else, if I need anything else, I'll just like run to Walmart or like PetSmart. So.
Oh, God, you still run to PetSmart, man?
Yeah, man, I go to PetSmart like once a week. I got to go after we record today, actually. I got to go get kitty litter.
Wow. Ooh.
Yeah, I know. But we're part of that Target boycott, since they rolled back the DEI stuff.
Well,
so,
they actually not making no money.
Yeah, they lost like, what, 12 million?
Yeah, they're actually losing money.
That's wild, isn't it? That's crazy.
I didn't even know about it. Well, I knew about the boycott stuff, but I didn't think anybody would actually participate in it because, everyone says that. I mean, I'm not sitting up there saying I'm doubting people, but you know how it is. 24-hour news cycle.
Yeah. People get over things. Yeah.
Yeah. Americans and the humans we don't have the greatest attention spans unless it's something, that affected the world.
Right.
So I didn't think that would really help, but it tends to be working.
Yeah, but now it's going. And I just pulled up an article that says Target facing permanent boycott, what to know. And this is from 2 days ago. So I guess there's like I guess people are just still about it. Like, screw you, Target.
I mean, to be fair, it's not that hard to boycott Target. I mean, it's pretty expensive. Target is an expensive place.
To be completely honest, James, it's not hard to boycott a lot of things because all a boycott is you're not paying for that product. Like, you can just...
Yeah, you're not paying for that product.
You can just do that unknowingly. I don't shop at H&M, therefore I could say I'm boycotting H&M.
Yeah.
But,
And like I say, I don't really shop at Target like that. For anything. I haven't been to Target in ages.
I liked going to Target because it's like right down the road from us over here. So it's just like an easy I'll just run the Target for this. I'll run the Target for that. And now... Since I'm not allowed to go to Target anymore via marriage, I have to.
Oh well, yeah.
I have to drive. I have to drive to Walmart, which is a little further away. So
she's like, "So where you going?" I'm going to Walmart.
Yeah.
And they just take that detour to Target.
Yeah.
Take that little detour. You gotta hurry up and change the bags over.
Yeah.
I got a Walmart bag.
I just have spare Walmart bags in my car.
Check this out.
Yeah.
And then
I forget. Yeah.
One night you forget. It's like, is that a Target bag?
What is this?
That's funny.
That's not what it looks like. I just needed one thing.
Like. I just bought some popcorn out of it and I came on out. I swear I did. I swear. But no, I haven't shopped at Target because Target is expensive as hell.
Target is expensive.
I don't have time for that. Like, especially with tariffs and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, we joked about switching over to Walmart when we first moved up here, and now I guess societal reasons have made us change.
And I don't buy my bad products. I used to buy my bad products at Target, but I stopped doing that a long time ago. I just go with CVS.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a CVS and a Walgreens like really close by. I'll go over there for stuff.
Yeah, I go over there. I go over to get my bath products, my
Yeah.
Duff for men, and my deodorant. I just go to CVS. I've been doing it. I've been doing it for a minute.
Yeah, pick up some wine while you're there.
Bubba will be careful with that.
No,
Be careful.
no, you don't want CVS wine. CVS wine
That
is just as good
box wine?
as not box wine. They have bottled wine. They got the Barefoot Moscato.
I remember when CVS had said, "Let me just get some wine out of it."
Sir, we've gotten wine from CVS many a time.
I don't believe it. I really don't believe it.
When Khadijah lived in Kingwood, there was a CVS around the corner, and I would drive over there all the time to pick up like wine and Junior Mints or whatever.
What the hell you doing? Junior Mints.
She likes Junior Mints. I'm just gonna pick up some snacks.
What was a random thing you could ever buy at a CVS? Some Junior Mints.
She wanted Junior Mints. It's down the road.
I didn't even sell Junior Mints.
Yeah. How do you think you get Junior Mints?
No, I didn't even know they sell Junior. I didn't know they still even sell at Junior Mints.
Oh yeah, yeah they do.
Like, I think in movie theaters they stopped selling that a long time ago because it wasn't selling.
Yeah, I like Junior Mints.
I used to when I was a kid, and then I had like that minty back taste to it after you get done eating it.
Yeah,
so I just stopped doing it. No, I'm not a fan of that.
Oh.
Not a fan of that at all.
Oh. You gotta go to CVS more. You say you go to CVS, but I'm naming products
for my bad products, like I said,
yeah,
like Dove for Men and my deodorant. Like, you use Degree deodorant last time I checked, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm using Degree.
Yeah, like they got that too, and you can buy it. And guess what? It ain't locked up like they got it at Walmart.
Oh man, yeah, the Walmart up here is like super locked up, and I've heard that's really like hurt sales too. Is like the more stuff they lock up, the less people are really willing to get it unlocked.
So you know why it's locked up, right?
Because theft, right? They're trying to stop theft, but
they're trying to stop the homeless people from coming in. I was like, well, you would able to help if the people in security actually do their job instead of talking to the women that come in there. Right.
Or, if you can hire enough employees to where you have enough employees around. You have enough employees around.
Well, the nearest one I go to every once in a while, the nearest one, they stopped doing that. They have somebody, like you said, they have like two people. They have one at the cash register, then they have the other one that just unlocks the deodorant when you need it.
But then you got to find that guy. And sometimes he's not easy to find.
Well, now their job is specifically to stay by their area.
Oh man.
Yeah, their job specifically. Can you imagine getting paid to work and your job is to stay next to the deodorant area?
To be honest, it's easy money, right? You're bored. You're going to be bored, but it's easy money.
True.
You're just watching that area.
Yeah, you just watching the area. So you over there next to the underwoman, the what you call it, the max pads. You next to the max pads area and all that stuff. He's just floating over there.
No shame in the pads, man.
Hey man, he floating over there in that area the entire time. He needs to get degree. Yeah, I didn't even know they had it in San Antonio. In San Antonio, don't look like too much crime happens in San Antonio.
I think we're heavy on crime. Actually, I think we're like one of the heaviest crime cities there is.
Let me guess. So we got Wile E. Coyote's out there doing something.
Oh yeah, he's always trying to get that bird.
Wile E. Coyote out there, man.
Let me see. Okay, it says in 2024, San Antonio experienced a 5.9 decrease in total crime compared to 2023. That's 2024 numbers. So we have gone down in crime. However, it says, okay, total crime down 5.4%. Violent crime is down. Property crime is down. Vandalism has increased by 26%. This was in 2024. This isn't 2025 numbers just yet, but we're still halfway through the year, so I guess those numbers haven't come in. Motor vehicles down. Homicides 127 in 2024. That was the lowest non-pandemic year since 2019.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, and drugs and narcotic offenses have also increased. So drugs and vandalism have gone up.
So what does the homeless population look like out there? Is it worse than ours?
Oh, honestly, we don't see a lot of homeless or like panhandlers. There's really not a lot around. I think like closer to downtown there is, but it's not like Houston where every street corner, every intersection has like one of them on each end.
Have y'all been downtown yet?
Yeah, we have.
Oh, okay.
There's not much of a downtown though. You know, it's again, we don't have like a lot of like skyline over here. So downtown is, you know, a couple of skyscrapers, and the busy part is the Riverwalk, right? So like on the street level, not a lot going down, but then you go into the Riverwalk, that's where everybody's at.
What I was thinking was like this summer, me and you and Joel or something go down there and check out some of the bars they got down there.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
There's like a little like pub or something nearby I've been wanting to check out. It's literally down the street from us. It's like this little outdoor mall shopping area.
Ooh, that sounds good. I like that.
Yeah, there's like a little like a pub over there that I've been wanting to check out. It's like there's like a pub, there's like a few like shopping stores, there's an Alamo Draft House, and then there's like a ramen place, Marble Slab. Like there's eating places and whatnot.
Oh, they got a Marble Slab out there?
Yeah, we got a Marble Slab.
Oh, hell yeah, man. I love Marble Slab ice cream.
It does have some
Have you
good
ever
ice cream.
eaten it?
Hell yeah.
Oh, man. I love that place, man.
Yeah. I used
love that place.
I used to like the red velvet ice cream because it tasted exactly like the red velvet cake.
Oh, man. That sounds good.
Yeah. So
Oh,
good
man.
times.
You just about to go down there for the summertime, man. Like
Sure.
maybe in late July or August or something.
Yeah, for sure. I was telling Joel he needs to come up because he was talking about wanting to go to Schlitterbahn and Galveston. And I was like,
okay.
the original Schlitterbahn is up here in New Braunfels, which is like 20 minutes away. It's a water park, right? I don't know if you ever
It's
heard
a water
of it.
park.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. So I was like, the original is up here in like New Braunfels. It's 20 minutes away from me. Like you come up here, I can go. Like it's also the better one. Like they have rides built into the river and stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah, you know what? I've never done water parks.
Yeah.
I've never done water parks. The only place I ever wanted to go was SeaWorld. Because I've never been to SeaWorld. You know, I've been to Six Flags, but I've never been to SeaWorld.
We were just at SeaWorld over the weekend.
You son of a bitch. you son of a bitch.
My family came to visit and they wanted to go to SeaWorld. So we went because they had a Memorial Day sale on the tickets, which still wasn't cheap. It was like $100 for 2 tickets.
Damn.
Yeah, SeaWorld is expensive because like the original price is $75 per ticket, or like it's like $75 or $80 per ticket or whatever. But it kind of makes sense because they got to feed the animals and
Yeah, I get that. I mean,
there's a lot of water at SeaWorld. You know what I mean?
I'll take that over Disney World. You know,
Yeah.
compared to like $1,000 per ticket. So
Yeah.
I'd rather take
That's
that.
true.
I mean,
But SeaWorld is interesting because they, ever since that Blackfish documentary came out, you remember that when it came out?
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember.
Ever since that came out, they've really tried to rebrand themselves to be like, we're not animal abusers, and we don't, we take care of the animals, and we're all about conservation. So like, they used to have shows where they swam with the dolphins a lot, and they swam with the killer whales, and now it's more about like educating you on these creatures, and that's all fine, well, and good. But they're still making the whales jump out of the water. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, but I'm pretty sure they're a lot more open to telling you how they're doing these things than back then.
they are. I mean, they are educating you as the whales are doing tricks. But
what y'all saying? So what did you see when you go down there? Since you went to SeaWorld and didn't tell nobody.
Oh man, we went and saw the dolphins. They got the dolphins. They have like cool like underwater viewing area for the dolphins. So like you walk by and they're like popping out the water. They're constantly jumping out the water, these dolphins.
Yeah,
and
that sounds dope.
And then you walk around to like this little ramp area and you go down, and then there's like this big glass where the water is, and then you just see them swimming by, the dolphins. It's really cool.
Man,
and they got like a reef aquarium with like sharks and fish and whatnot. So, and then they got like a penguin house, and then they have
wow, okay. Okay, that's dope. What do you what?
I don't know.
I'm excited because I like SeaWorld. I like sea animals, man. I'm a sea merchant.
Yeah,
I'm a sea merchant. Yeah, I'm a sea merchant, man. I love sea animals.
That's funny. But yeah, they got a penguin house. They got sea lions and seals. Like you can feed the sea lions because they have like a couple hours where like you can buy some fish and throw it at the sea lions.
Oh, that's dope. How much is that? I'm pretty sure that's like damn that
$9 for 4 fish.
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah, cheap, but also like only for 4 fish. It goes by quick. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, you gotta savor the time, man.
Yeah. So I fed the sea lions while we were there, and they're like the sea lions get all excited because it's food, and there's one big fat sea lion that just comes through and like tries to get the food. So we were trying not to feed him, but he got some fish.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and then they got
house restaurants.
The restaurant, I mean, amusement park restaurants, you know what I mean? It's not, it's amusement park food. It's the same kind of quality of food you would actually probably find at the theater, maybe a little bit better.
So there's a lot of cannibalism going on at it, like eating fish, and shrimp and lobster.
I mean, I don't think they have a seafood restaurant per se. But that would be very interesting if they did.
Can you imagine, like, oh man, let's go down there. We eating fish and eating, and the whole time the shrimp and all the sea animals looking at it. You're like, wow.
Well, you know what's funny right now is that they have a extra thing you can purchase where you can eat dinner next to the killer whales.
That's crazy.
I told Khadija about that. I was like, "Oh, we can eat dinner with the whales," and she's like, "That sounds sad. That sounds."
That sounds kind of sad.
It's like a dinner table next to this bathtub with the whales.
I'm not sure you want to do that. If you watch Final Destination, I'm not sure you want to do that.
Yeah, right.
Like anything can happen at that point.
But you know, of course, they have the orcas and they have like the beluga whales and they have like some other kind of dolphins. They have like open viewing for some hours. So like where the belugas are, like you can just go watch them swim around the water.
Man, that's dope.
It is. It's a cool time. It was hot. It was so hot. I was sweating bullets the entire day. And there's not a lot of shade. They don't got a lot of shade over there for some reason. And they recycle the water in the park. So they can't use like the misters. Because like, you know, like Six Flags and other places, they would have like the misting fans. Yeah. So like you could walk through and it like feels nice. They don't got that there because they recycle that water. So we just kind of suffered throughout the day. And it was fun. It was a good time.
Was it packed?
Yeah, no, not at all. Actually, it was a pretty decent size for like
Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, Memorial Day. And that might have been why, because Memorial Day weekend is a time to like go to the lake or the beach or whatever. Not really like SeaWorld, you know.
Our Six Flags.
Yeah, so I think we went at a good time. And then again, also SeaWorld is a bit on the expensive side, and right now people don't have that kind of money. So even with the Memorial Day sale, my mom told me that they actually extended the sale to like that Saturday. So it was supposed to end on Memorial Day, like that Sunday previously, and then they ended up extending it because I guess they probably just didn't sell enough. And there were some booths that were closed down in the park, like very clearly, like okay, they didn't sell enough tickets, so they probably just told whoever's in charge of the booth to not come in this weekend or that day, right? I don't think that speaks for like how SeaWorld's doing financially this one day we were there, but there wasn't a lot of people when we went.
Well, I mean, I don't think SeaWorld, obviously SeaWorld is not the most popular place in America.
That's true.
You know, like it used to be when we were kids. When we were kids, SeaWorld was popping.
Yeah, that is true. They've added a lot of roller coasters and stuff too, because like they used to just have 2 and now they have like a couple more water rides. They have like the big swings. So they've really expanded. They have like built it up.
Well, I'm pretty sure they all like water rides, right? They're all water rides.
2 or 3 of them were, but there were some regular roller coasters as well. We ended up riding a couple, but not a whole lot.
Oh man, that sounds cool.
It was a nice time. I
definitely want to go there again. I definitely want to go there to SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Six Flags have been there, done that, so I'm good on that.
Yeah, there's not really too much going on in Six Flags. I think they just added like a new DC section. I think they transformed a piece of the park into like a full DC section.
Well, I know they got new rides at Six Flags for DC.
Yeah,
like they have a Wonder Woman ride, Lasso.
Yeah, that one's scary.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to get on that.
That's a straight drop. That's not, and it's a line coaster. So like you're not sitting next to somebody. You're sitting by yourself.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to get in on some of that. Yeah,
and then and they got that spinny ride. I think it's Batman or the Joker. I think Dallas has.
Man, dude.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. That Batman. No, which ride are you talking? It's a Batman and Joker ride.
Well, I think in San Antonio it's Batman, and in Dallas it's the same ride, but it's Joker themed. But it's you're in a cage, right? And it rolls you through the roller coaster. It's not even really a roller coaster, right? It's just like kind of you go up and down, but you're in a spinny cage, so you're fully rotating.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you a quick story. Because I know that's something that got that one ride that you get on where like your legs is hanging out and you're strapped in.
Yeah,
but I don't think they really. It takes you back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Oh, I hate that ride, man.
Yeah.
I hate that ride.
It's
'Cause-
terrifying.
No, well, it's not terrifying, but it's uncomfortable
Yeah.
because it hurt me and my friend, we got on this ride, and that was the first ride we got on, it made us, it was a big mistake. We should have never done that. We should have just said, you know what? Let's get on the other rides first before we get on this. So we got on that Batman ride, and when I tell you our backs and our pelvic area was hurting, everything was hurting, and it affected us for the rest of the day. And we had on cargo shorts, so we started. I started chafing. So it was a painful day. So note to the wise: don't get on that ride first if you want to have back problems and pelvic problems.
For real. No, I don't like that ride at all. Now, there's another Batman ride. I think it's like Batman Great Escape or something, and that's a regular roller coaster.
I remember that one.
That one's a fun one.
Still got that. Yeah, I remember that one. Batman Escape. We had that one in Houston.
Yeah. That one's a good one. And then I think Dallas has like the Mr. Freeze ride, which is really cool.
Oh, that sounds dope.
Yeah, I like that one. It like you go through a loop and then you shoot straight up and then you come back. But like it's two coasters at the same time. They're on two separate tracks. And one coaster goes forward and the other coaster goes backwards.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So that one's a really cool ride. I know Dallas has that one. And then, Fiesta Texas, of course, has like the Superman ride, which is really fun.
Superman ride. Mm-hmm.
That's like a really chill roller coaster, too. I don't know. That's been the most chill roller coaster I've ever been on is like that Superman ride.
A chill roller coaster for a chill superhero. I know that was bad. I know that was corny.
Oh,
save that. I know somewhere you're gonna save that line somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I know somewhere you save that line, so you can just drop that off at any time.
It's a good tag. Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime we're doing like a pie or something like that, you just drop that line off.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know why I said that. I know that was
you got caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
So that's the inner child coming out talking about these amusement parks.
Everything I said clear before in my life. That was the most clear thing I ever said. It was clear and precise, and I hate I said that. I really did.
Man. That's funny.
Chill superhero. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. On the go.
Or in the drive-thru.
I'll take a number 7. A 7. 7. 7. I said a 7.
With Jacob and James.
But over the weekend, well, not over the weekend, but last week I had watched Friendship.
Yes.
So I figured I'd give a quick review for Friendship. It's a pretty simple movie for it. There's Tim Robinson and Kate Mara and also what's his name?
Paul Rudd.
There you go, Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know why I blanked out on his name like that. But yeah, Tim Robinson. You know what? I wasn't really familiar with Tim Robinson. So is he like a comedian?
Yeah, he's like a comedian. He has a show on Netflix. I don't know what his comedy's like. I see memes of him because like apparently he's very memeable. So I see memes and jokes with him or like with clips from his show. I don't know him as a comedian, so I can't really speak on whether or not he's funny or if I think he's funny, really. But apparently he's really successful, and he's got this movie with Paul Rudd, and I think he's done movies before with other people, so it's not like his first like movie.
Well, let me tell you right now, from beginning to Jump Street, this movie is funny as hell, man.
Okay.
This movie is dramatically funny. You know, this guy, he starts off with him and his wife. You know, they had one of those family meetings. Well, not family meetings, but therapy counselors.
Yeah.
And she's talking about how since she had cancer, she wasn't able to she wasn't able to have orgasms.
Oh no.
And he was like, well, I'm having my orgasm. Oh man. So then he runs into Paul Rudd. You know, he works at Paul Rudd is like a weatherman. And he's trying to make himself look like he's more than what he is. And man, this movie is funny. He invites him out. They hang out. They hear Tim Robinson's character really takes a liking to him. And then, you know, they get invited to the garage with him and his friends. And then that's when you saw the trailer. They break out that song. Girl, you should know that.
That's funny.
I got you on my mind. And then he'll break out in the song. And it's weird. It's a weird movie. and there's a lot of not homophobic, but what's the other word for it?
Homoerotic?
Homoerotic type of themes that can really work.
Yeah.
If they really wanted to with this film, like the first half of it. And well, I'm just saying, man, this movie's great. I really enjoyed it. The pacing is cool. It's like an hour and 10 minutes. It's really quick to the point. Tim Robinson is hilarious. Paul Rudd is hilarious. That one scene where Paul Rudd's character showed him these tunnels that led to the mayor office, town hall, and they go upstairs and they chill upstairs and chill. It's like an underground tunnel that led to that place. And Tim Robinson decided, hey, let me take my wife down there because, we don't get that much excitement. So he takes his wife down there and she started bitching and complaining. He left his wife down in the tunnels and she got lost.
Oh, no. What the heck?
I'm telling you, Jacob, this movie is a movie you got to watch, man. I don't know when this thing is coming on digital or streaming. You know what? I'm gonna tell you off air because I can't tell you on air because there's a website that you can watch this movie at. It's not an illegal website.
Oh, okay.
But it's a website that you can watch it at, and you won't get any viruses or anything like that.
I see.
So yeah, you can watch this movie, Friendship. You got to watch this movie, man. It is just hilarious, man.
You know what it kind of makes me think of is there's a movie that came out a few years ago, and I forget the name, but the whole premise was, I think Paul Rudd was in it. I think Paul Rudd was getting married, and he needed a best man because it turns out he has no friends. Like, he doesn't have a best friend. He doesn't have any kind of friends. So he meets a guy at a bar, and he's like, "Do you want to be friends? Do you want to be my best man at this wedding?"
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I remember that. I remember that.
I think it might just be called Best Man. Hold on.
I think I remember that movie. But yeah, man, this movie seems like a movie. While you're trying to find the movie, this movie definitely sounds like something up your alley, man. It's definitely something up your alley.
It sounds hilarious.
I think Tim Robinson is freaking. He's incredible in this. I really enjoyed this show.
Best Man movie with Paul. I Love You, Man.
I remember that movie.
Yeah.
I never saw it, but I remember.
Yeah, I saw it a long time ago. But it kind of reminds me similarly what the story is.
It has that type of vibe, but it's also something else. It's another story unfolding. Because he's also struggling with his wife too, as well.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? His wife is hanging out with her ex-boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? And that's also something weird too with her and her son as well too. I was like, what?
Oh.
Hey, that was a little weird underlining point.
Yeah.
Part that happened in the film with her and her son. I was like, what the hell?
What?
So that was kind of funny too. But yeah, Tim Robinson goes off on the deep end. His character, after Paul Rudd says, he don't want to hang out with him no more, he just goes off on a deep end. Because how they met was because Paul Rudd's characters, his mail got delivered to Tim Robinson. So Tim Robinson was like, let me take it over there to him. And that's how they got to know each other. I can't give you any more spoilers, but
it sounds like it did the job because you were
man,
absolutely kidding.
It's definitely right up your alley, man. It's definitely right up your alley.
All right, I'll look out for it. It definitely sounds like something I should watch.
Friendship, man, friendship. I know I didn't do a good job giving a review for it, but definitely check it out. I give this movie, I give it an 8 out of 10.
All right. You know what? I think you gave a great review for it. It's got 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
As it should.
7.5 IMDb rating, 72% Metacritic, 83% of Google users liked this movie.
As it should.
Yeah. So
as it should.
It's doing good.
There was a lot of people in the movie that was laughing their asses off, man. There was a lot of people just laughing at it. It was one point where he crashed out in the office. He was just, he called out the mayor because he does a marketing and try to help the mayor get campaign votes and stuff. And he just crashed out and just started cussing out the mayor and everything. I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
That sounds funny.
Yeah, man. You definitely got to watch it, man.
All right. I'll check it out. Oh,
by any chance, did you see the King of the Hill
Yeah, I was gonna roll into that next. Actually, that you
talk about
read
the
my
King of
mind.
the Hill.
Yeah. King of the Hill voice actor Johnathan Joss?
I think
that's his name.
Johnathan Joss. Yeah,
Yeah.
Johnathan Joss.
Johnathan Joss. He was shot and killed in an altercation with his neighbor on the south side of San Antonio. And I don't know, like, okay, so his house burned down in February. I don't know if you're aware of this, but his house burned down, and he went there with his husband or lover. I didn't realize he was gay at all, honestly.
Me either. I never knew he was gay.
So he was there with his partner, and apparently he's had beef with his neighbor before. And according to like neighbor testimonials and stories, he's had a beef with like all his neighbors at one point. He kind of seemed. Before I roll into this, he doesn't deserve to be shot off the top. What I'm about to say is not going to lead into, and that's why he should have been shot. That's why he was shot. But what his neighbors say about him is he was either the most kindest person you're ever going to meet, or he was a bit of a jerk. like apparently he beefed with like a few people in the neighborhood. There's been mental health calls. There's been other kind of calls out to like where he lived, and I don't know. I guess him and his neighbor in particular did not get along, and his neighbor apparently finally had it. We still don't know why. We still don't know like what the argument was about. Like all we know is like he was going to collect his mail, and then the neighbor walked up, sparked an argument, I suppose, and then the neighbor ended up shooting him in the chest multiple times, which is not right at all. That's not how you end an argument.
That is crazy.
You know?
That is crazy. Now I do know. Was it this weekend or last weekend that he showed up to some type of con and he was yelling obscenities to somebody?
Oh,
and he got kicked out.
I don't know about that, but from what I've heard about this guy, that doesn't surprise me either.
He was yelling obscenities and it got kind of crazy and he got kicked out.
Yeah, I just think like his life probably wasn't going that great since his house burned down, and that really fueled like whatever's been going on with him.
Could have been. That could have been. And it sucks because all this happened in the same week of King of the Hill revival.
Yeah, that King of the Hill revival comes out in August. And he's already recorded his lines. He came back as John Redcorn. His lines were recorded and done.
Did you see the intro for it?
Yeah, I did. I don't know how I feel about it. You know, transitioning from this horrible news to King of the Hill.
It's all the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the King of the Hill revival. Like, King of the Hill is a really good show. And with them going modern with it, it kind of makes me worry that it's going to be one of those things where it's like, I just don't understand all these things today, you know? Because, I mean, Hank was already like that to begin with, right? Hank was already like, not being able to comprehend some of the changes back in the 90s and early 2000s, right?
Well, because he was like a Republican. He was a Republican.
Right. And then, you see throughout the show that he's a little bit, he can be a bit more progressive. Like, he can come around to like different ideas and different people and all this stuff. Because the show had progressive themes. Like, as much as, people might want to think like, oh yeah, it's a real like American Republican whatever show. It's really not. When you watch it, it's like... Yeah. No, it's about a guy who lives a certain kind of way, and he's slowly accepting other ways of life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because every time he would try to change Bobby and try to make him into like a real man, he would end up learning something more from Bobby than than Bobby would learn from him.
Right, and then there's a bunch of those kind of themes. So I'm worried I'm just worried the new revival isn't going to touch on those same things.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I was thinking the same thing when I saw it. I was like, in other words, this doesn't work in 2025 in a world where it's so political climate, the climate of political politics changed so much.
And I don't know what Mike Judge's politics are these days. So I don't know if it would be the same messaging or the same themes. And I kind of feel like maybe you should have kept it in the 90s, like revive it, but still keep it in that same time period, Yeah. Just make new episodes. Because honestly, let's be honest here. King of the Hill had a Christmas episode every season. It ran for like 10 years. Mm-hmm. Arlen, Texas had like 15 Christmases in the span of 2 years, I think. Because
you're right.
Everybody aged up like maybe 1 or 2 years throughout the whole show. I think Bobby was in the same grade for like most of the time. So you can just age them up a little bit. We don't have to skip to 2025 and now Dale's doing VR and vaping or whatever. Like we don't have to do that. But I don't know. I'll reserve judgment for the show. Maybe the show will just be as clever and
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, they aged it up pretty bad. They aged it up. Bobby went out to college.
No, I've seen.
COVID happened.
Yeah.
It was a black guy that stayed in Hank's house.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what it comes out to. It kind of reminds me of remember that stupid Elon Musk cartoon that came out on Twitter?
Oh, hated it. Oh, it was stupid. It didn't even last a day.
It didn't. Well, it didn't even they never did anything with it, and I'm pretty sure it was a weird publicity stunt of some kind.
It was.
But I'm really hoping it's not a better version of that. You know what I mean? I really hope it's not gonna be.
That show was so trash.
No, it was just buzzwords.
When I saw that BS, I said, "This is everything that All in the Family was not."
Yeah,
All in the Family was not this.
Yeah, it's just AI. It was AI generated buzzwords. That's all it was.
Just complete and utter trash.
Yeah, I don't know what the point of that was. I don't even know what happened. I don't know where the joke was with that. I was expecting him to come out a couple weeks later and be like, "Oh, see, I trolled the left," but nothing ever came of that.
It went the same way as everything else, Jacob. As some Trump coins, that a real American beer, them stupid cell phones,
the real talk, the pure talk.
Yeah, that real talk. Yeah, it went the same way as all the other crap that they try to separate themselves on. Well, so
let me tell you, some of those have some subscribers. Let me.
Oh well, that's
they're making their money. They're making their money somewhere.
Oh, that's the idiot born every day.
Oh,
well, I guarantee you that them cell phones don't work in hurricanes.
They're walkie-talkies. That's all they are. They literally advertise. Yeah, they advertise them as cell phones, but they also say in the commercial that they're walkie-talkies.
They're walkie-talkies, and them little weak ass beers and drinks they be trying to advertise.
Yeah,
half of these companies don't even serve them blank. They don't even serve them drinks.
No,
they ain't getting in their restaurant. Look, man, you give me Bud Light, Budweiser. Give me the or whatever famous other beer that's out there. Give me that. I don't want them other different beers. I don't know them other beers.
Oh man,
don't let me go off on a rant.
No, you're fine.
Hopefully, King of the Hill. Hopefully, this revival works. Revivals usually don't ever really work.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Honestly, I thought the revival rumor was fake because I've seen for the last couple of years people talking about it, and I'm I don't know, is this even really happening? But I guess it is. It is.
Yeah, me too. I thought that was fake.
Yeah, who was putting it out? So, but rest in peace, Johnathan Joss. You didn't deserve to be shot to death outside of your burnt down home.
Yeah, that sucks, man. That's rough going.
And he might have had mental issues, and that's also upsetting. So, if you have mental issues, get help if you can. Don't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, it's an upsetting story. And it was so surprising because it's a local story. I didn't know he lived in San Antonio, and I didn't know he was gay. So I learned a few things this week.
I didn't know he lived in San Antonio either.
Yeah, he lived on the south side of town. That's where Khadijah works. She works on the south side.
Wow, that is, man.
So I was like, man, you really, I told her, you really let that man get shot. You.
Did she even know who John Redcorn is?
Yeah, we watched King of the Hill.
Oh, well, yeah. God,
I was like, you just let him get shot.
Just let him get shot right next to the job.
Just right next to
right next to the job. Pow, pow. The hell was that?
You know what's funny? She where her job is, it's next to a mental institute. And the mental institute actually had someone break out one day, and he was running up and down the streets.
But naked?
Not naked, but he was in the streets or whatever. So they had the cops came and stopped him or whatever. But the employees were like, "Do we need to lock down?" And they were they were like, "He's not coming in here." So,
I don't know. You can't trust that.
Yeah.
So. What you got going down there? Was it like Gotham City or something? Was it like Arkham Asylum?
No, that's just the south side of town.
It's just south side of Arkham. Huh?
That's just.
It's like Batman Begins. Batman Begins when they had because it's secluded. Batman Begins, Gotham was secluded from Arkham.
Yeah.
Well, Arkham was a whole city. Was a whole
It had an island or whatever. Yeah.
It had an island all to itself.
Yeah. It's not quite that, but
Khadijah's working in the Narrows.
Yeah. Something like that.
Oh,
It's getting gentrified. All right, it's getting gentrified. They got a BJ's Brew House over there. It's fine. It's up and coming.
Okay.
They got a Dutch Bros.
I don't even know what that is. What's that? A restaurant?
It's a coffee place.
Oh, coffee place.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's a coffee place. But
Oh man.
before we go, I have to mention, James, that our friend of the show, he's been on a couple times. King David is officially going on tour. Did you see this?
You scared me for a second. I was like, we're talking about death in mental institutions. He's at King Jacob.
Yeah, rest in peace, David. Yeah.
I was like, whoa, what the hell is going? Where's this going?
No. But yeah, he got picked up for a tour.
Oh, nice.
He got picked up for a tour. It's the Bad Dream Tour, starting in July. So July 11th, July 18th, and August 2nd. He's going to be in Los Angeles, California, Denver, Colorado, and Atlanta, Georgia. He's gonna
man, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's going to be an opener for Buffalo Farm. Congratulations to David. He finally got picked up on a tour. It's going to be big things for him.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That means a lot of big things.
It does. And I'm going to try to get him scheduled to come on with us maybe the next episode.
Yeah.
Before he goes on tour. Obviously before July, because that's when everything kind of kicks off for him. So I do want to get him on soon so we can talk about it with him. But I just, we need to put that out there. We need to congratulate our friend.
Yeah, man. That's awesome, man.
Yeah. So, but that's all I got. I'm spent. What about you?
That's all I got, man. We good for today.
All right. Well, hey, if anybody would like to contact us and let us know what they thought about all the things we talked about. We talked about several things today. You can email us at onthegopod2023@gmail.com. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It's On The Go with Jacob and James. You can find us individually at jacobdantone.audio, and you can find James at
James9794.
Yes, sir. And yeah, without further ado, I'm on the go. James is on the go, and we are all on the go.